Hello, everybody. It's Greg, and it's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. I'm here with my friend Bud, right there, our friend Bud. It is Thursday, November the 9th, and a jam-packed show today, so I'm going to talk really fast. So I'm not on here for like 4 hours. So here you go. Today is National Scrapple Day, and talk about a Philly staple, huh? Scrapple. You ever tried Scrapple? I think I tried it once when I was a kid. I wasn't crazy about it, but Scrapple is a kind of food, either like it or you don't like it. You love it or you hate it. It's usually like a breakfast food, isn't it? Anyway, it's a Philadelphia staple. And, I, you know, I don't know how many, I think it's an old school food, you know? I mean, I don't know too many Gen Zers or millennials or whatever they are now who have tried, let alone like Scrapple, but uh, it's still around. I mean, it's popular enough that it has its own day, right? But I tell you what, if I love Philly cuisine, otherwise, I love cheesesteak, cheesesteak, wit or without. I would say without because I don't like this cheese whiz, this fake stuff that they put on it there. I just want like a nice piece of cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese, whatever, a provolone, and you just let it melt over the steak, right? Put some chopped onions in there. Uh, that's the kind of steak sandwich I like. And, it's interesting. There's a lot of places around the country that are opening up what they call Philly cheesesteak places. And I don't know. I guess some of them are similar, but there's nothing like a real Philadelphia cheesesteak in Philadelphia. This is where it started, and I think it's our bread. It may be our water, get it? Water. Uh, I don't know. It just tastes different here, you know? I think it's better. And soft pretzels. Yeah, I like the soft pretzels at the Philly pretzel factory. They're great pretzels, but there's nothing like a soft pretzel that you get on the street or the corner. You know, you get these guys. I give them a lot of credit. They're out there in the parking lots before and after a ball game, and they're selling the pretzels that which are all attached. And they're probably been out there for hours. But they taste good. There's just something about them, you know. And I give those guys credit. They're out there trying to make a buck, and they're out there all the time. Selling pretzels. So yeah. And then, of course, the final staple of the Philly cuisine is tasty cakes. And you know about my love for tasty cakes. I love tasty cakes. Uh, the butterscotch crimpets, chocolate cupcakes, the pies, especially the lemon pies, um, candy cakes, the combination of peanut butter and chocolate. Oh my God. Love tasty cakes. We have we're very lucky, big advantage of living around this area with tasty cakes. The rest of the country they don't know what they're missing. Little Debbie's, little Ho Ho's, or whatever the hell they call. They're just not the same. They're not the same. All right, we're talking. Even though I have my Eagles gear on, go Birds. There you go. We're going to talk Sixers and Phillies for a few. Sixers, what a game last night, huh? Huh? Sixers and Bede, Maxey was hot. They beat the Celtics. Now the Celtics are coming back to town next weekend, next Wednesday to play the Sixers again. It's a little quirk in the schedule. Um, right now, the Sixers are the number one team in the Eastern Conference. Um, they're just playing well. And I've said this before: get rid of James Harden, get rid of him, get rid of him, get rid of him. It's addition by subtraction. I don't care if he led the league in assists last year. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All these people on the radio, social media, James Harden, James Harden, James Harden. No. He's a loser. Get rid of him. And look what happened. He's played 2 games with the Clippers. They played against the Knicks, and then they played against the Nets last night in Brooklyn, where he got booed. Uh, and the Clippers lost. He is just he's not a winner. Right now everything is hunky dory. That's an old term, but give it time. Give it time. They're going to get upset out there in Los Angeles too. Either Harden's going to want to leave or Russell Westbrook's going to leave. They've already played together twice, and now they're stuck together again. I don't know, but or Kawhi Leonard or Paul George, they're not going to like the situation, and it's not good. So to get rid of James Harden and his drama, the diva, and you get rid of all that stuff. The Sixers got not really a lot back. Looking at it, kind of good draft picks, Robert Covington. I uh, but the main thing is they got rid of James Harden. Look at this team. Maxey can flourish now. Uh, there's just not this drama on the team. You don't need it. Sixers are fun to watch now. Um, and I think they could have a really good year. I like Nick Nurse as a coach. Big improvement over Doc Rivers. And Joel Embiid is playing hard. He looks like he's in shape. He usually starts slow in the season, not this year. He's been playing really well. So give the Sixers credit. Oh, that big butt stretching. I know how you feel. So go Sixers. Phillies. There's all kinds of rumors out there. General manager meetings were going on. They've canceled the rest. God bless you, but they've canceled the rest of them because there's a virus going around. And like 30 executives, GMs have caught or sick out there, and they've canceled the meeting. So the meetings were just for the GMs to get together every year. They kind of lay the groundwork for future trades, which you're going to see a lot more action, free agent signings and trades when it comes to the winter meetings, which will start up early in December. But there are already some rumors. There's rumors that Aaron Nola may not be back. He wants a contract, like a 7-year contract for $30 million a year. I don't think the Phillies are going to do that. If they do anything with Aaron Nola, it'll be 4 or 5 years at the max. They're already talking about what's going to happen if Nola goes. And if St. Louis has always been connected to Nola, and Atlanta. I wouldn't want to see him go to the Braves. That's just too much. Right, Bud? You think Bud agrees. Having him on the Braves, I don't like that. I don't like that because even though Nola can be inconsistent, I would be afraid that he would be really hyped to pitch against the Phillies. I don't know. I'd rather see him go to St. Louis if he has to go to another National League team. So, but we'll see. The really interesting hot rumor coming out is Castellanos, Nick Castellanos. The word that the Phillies would not be opposed to perhaps dealing Castellanos. And here is the thoughts. I like Nick Castellanos. He's a doubles machine. We knew he was going to have a good year this year after having a bad year last year. Castellanos is very streaky, not only during the season, but he seems to have a good season and a bad season, good bad season. I wouldn't be opposed to trading him. He's made himself into a half decent right fielder. He's made a lot of big plays in right field for the Phillies. I have to give him credit, but he is not a consistently good right fielder. I just feel, that trading Nick Castellanos, you're never going to get more than you're going to get now for Nick Castellanos. He's 29 home runs, all those doubles, and he's up there at his peak of worth. The thing is, the Phillies did not like his chase rate this year. I was looking at some. I don't like analytics and all that stuff, but they didn't like how he was chasing a lot of balls in the dirt. Yeah, you saw it in the playoffs. where he was like what in the he had a great series against Miami, and then he really had a good series against Atlanta, and then he was like 1 for 23 in the Arizona series, left a lot of guys on base. And he started chasing again. And the thing with Nick Castellanos, if he waits until he sees a strike, he can hit the strike, but he starts flailing away and chasing balls in the dirt and balls over his head, and he gets himself into trouble. Um, he would, I think, if anywhere, he would like to go to Miami. He almost signed with Miami before he signed as a free agent with the Phillies. Does he live down there or something? Miami, good young team. They could use a leader like Castellanos and another bat. I could use, as a Phillies fan, some of that Miami pitching. Maybe Jesus Luzardo, that young left-hander, or maybe Garrett, or one of those young pitchers down there. I could use that. Because look at it this way. If the Phillies lose Aarondola, they're going to have to replace him, either with a Sonny Gray or Blake Snell. But they're going to need pitching, especially with Andrew Painter out until 25. Hi, bud. He's listening intently, but I hope you're not the only one. Uh, and so Phillies are going to need some pitching. And young, now that they have the opportunity, maybe the window is open to make a deal with Miami. Who would replace Castellanos? Well, there are other free agents out there. Solar is out there. Hernandez, who was on Seattle. There are some options. This all came to be because Bryce Harper decided, Dave Dombrowski asked him, where do you want to play, first base or right field? Harper says first base. That leaves our friend Rhys Hoskins out to dry. Rhys Hoskins was cool while he was here, facing the Phillies along with Aarondola. But I guess it's time to move on. He first base is blocked. Designated hitter is blocked. For the most part, Kyle Schwarber is going to be the DH, I don't think. Yes, bud, yes. Treat. He wants a treat. I hate to see Rhys Hoskins go. He was a streaky player as well, but when he was on, he could hit a lot of home runs. And he hit quite a few doubles and walked too. Hate to see him go, but there's no room for him on the roster. Here you go, big guy. The other reason to get rid of Castellanos is he's 32. He's got 3 years left in his contract at $20 million a year. Phillies might be able to use some of that money to pay another free agent. So let's see what happens. I mean, the rumors are going to be hot all the way through the winter, but especially in the next couple of weeks until we approach the winter meeting. So let's see what happens with the Phils, right? Last point, I got something in the mail yesterday. Let me show you. Oh, Jesus, this is big. Jesus. Look at this. Look at this. Paul McCartney, the lyrics. There it is. Paul McCartney, the lyrics. There it is. Big book. But not as big as the 2-volume. Oh, Katie. The 2-volume books that he got last year. Same book, just coffee table size books, 2 of them instead of 1. Color pictures in them, bigger text, but same information, same book. Although this paperback does have a few more songs that are analyzed. Yeah, basically that's what it is. Instead of McCartney doing a autobiography, which he says he's never had the time to do, this is almost like an autobiography because he goes through all the songs that he has written. He's one of the greatest songwriters in history, along with John Lennon, and goes through all the songs, and he talks about what he was thinking of at the time, where he was, what inspired the song, blah, blah, blah. So it's sort of like a little autobiography of Paul without all the gossip and everything in it. This is just concentrated on the music, which is cool. I got the big coffee table editions last year. But the coffee table thing, you can't take them with you. Like a paperback, you can take it with you. You're sitting in a doctor's office waiting to go in, and we all wait. You got your paperback there, right? You can take it on the beach. You can't take these clumsy, bulky coffee table books to the beach, right? So this is better. I like this better. So I'm going to reread that. And to me, it's fascinating. Bye, bye, bye. Thanks for stopping in. To me, it's fascinating uh, to read about how a song is born. I mean, did Paul wake up in the morning and, oh, is she bitching at me or is somebody at the door? The wivery, the wivery, the wivery. Did he Hey, there she is. Hey, Katie girl, say hi to everybody, huh? Hey, this is our Katie girl. She just got a haircut a few days ago, and she looks gorgeous, gorgeous. So the thing is, do you wake up and say, I'm going to write a song about a yellow submarine today? Do you do that, or does it just come to you, right? I think a little bit of both. What was interesting, Paul McCartney writes a little bit at the beginning before he talks about the songs. And he writes about back in the way back when the Beatles first started, they consciously wrote songs specifically for their fans, like From Me to You, Thank You, Girl, She Loves You. Everything was speaking to the fans. They got a little older and they decided to explore in their songwriting more. That's where you found songs like Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields Forever. And McCartney says, I learned that songs didn't always have to make sense. There was another audience out there who loved the songs like Penny Lane that maybe didn't make total sense, And that's how it is, We've got our Beatles fans who love the older stuff, the more mature stuff, the more psychedelic stuff. And you still have fans who love the early stuff, the pop stuff, So it's a fascinating book. So if you want a book that you could really get into about the Beatles and songwriting, I recommend the book. A lot of Beatle books out this Christmas, like every Christmas. The Beatles are still to this day, still very good at marketing and promotion and getting things out there for the holidays. They have Paul's on tour down under, and there are that new Beatles song out, and Beatle books. There's a book about Mal Evans, the guy who worked with the Beatles, the roadie, and that should be very interesting. And a George Harrison biography, and all kinds of stuff. So the Beatles are always in our lives. They're always going to be in our lives, no matter what. So Bud is back to say goodbye. Bud, hi, honey. He's deep in thought. Okay. Just like Daddy. Just like Daddy. Wow, I've talked a lot. Oh, my God. My tongue. So I'm going to go and do whatever and let you do whatever. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping in and listening and watching and whatever. Don't forget, no Eagles football this week. What are we going to do? Oh, my God, don't tell me we're actually going to maybe go outside and get some fresh air. Cody agrees. But we're going to talk about football anyway. I'm going to give you my NFL pick like usual every weekend. And that'll be fun. Yeah. So I would say tune in. That's what I would say. Tune in. I mean, what the hell, right? Give me 15 minutes out of your life, and I appreciate it. So if you want to, you can subscribe, like, and I appreciate it because sometimes I feel like I'm out here talking to myself. I'm never talking to myself. Bud is always here. Katie's always listening in the other room. Who knows? You know what? Maybe they'll discover these videos like 50 years from now when none of us are around anymore. And they'll put us on there and say, who was this guy? The hell? Is that what they did for entertainment back then? Eh. All right. Well, anyway, I'm rambling. So I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye. Go have some Scrabble. Bye for now.